exciting news.
It's not just in Canada anymore. People are seeing this all over the world. Here's a map of the United States of sightings. What it looks like is it has a 25-foot wingspan, leather-like skin, and a noticeable tail. If you've seen anything like this, please leave it in the comments below. Thank you.
See, these beings were actually called the Anunnaki by the ancient Sumerians. And you've probably heard about this topic 1,000 times, but we just call them aliens. What blows my mind is if you just read the Book of Enoch, you'll quickly realize that these Anunnaki, or aliens everyone keeps talking about, are referred to as fallen angels by Enoch the entire time. Now, how does this tie in with Project Bluebeam? Well, much like ancient Sumeria, there are beings coming down from the sky today, probably coming to bring us knowledge and understanding. You see, these aliens are actually angels, and we have understandably mistaken them to be extraterrestrials. Ladies and gentlemen, you have my deepest condolences, because we are at the very start of the end of the world.
What?
Alchemy.
So if you didn't know, this is alchemy. This is using nature, using minerals, using different forms of matter to create different forms of matter. This was our science, our chemistry before anything. This is how we was able to transform, how we was able to manifest whatever we wanted to manifest. Salt is one of the most conductive minerals when it comes to electricity, along with water. So they magnetize, electromagnetics. The water can't escape the salt. So they combine together to create a new piece of matter. They creating a crystal. Creating a new crystal with salt and water using alchemy. Using alchemy. That's alchemy.
Educated people out there, educated people, can you please help us to understand what is alchemy and how it affects us? Because sounds like alchemy is the root of chemistry, or what is that? You know, I have a rough idea of what it is, but you can help me understand better in the comment section, and others like me too.
Coming up on this giant footprint, which is in the rock, which is amazing. If you take a look at this, here you can clearly see the footprint. I am very excited to share this footage with you today. I have heard about this giant footprint for a long time. I have never had the opportunity to come and look at it for myself, but I'm finally here today. And this footprint is located in just not far away from a little town called Amsterdam, close to the border of Swaziland in South Africa. And it is a giant footprint, also known as footprint of God by some people. And archaeologists estimate this to be between 2 and 3 billion years in age. As you can see, it's an enormous footprint. I'm 5'8", so I would say the footprint is almost practically my size. And you can clearly see the big toe and the 4 other toes here imprinted on it. It's like it was in mud or something, and as the person pulled up, it caused this residue of mud, which over time, of course, fossilizes as granite rock. And as the plates of the earth shifted, it pushed it up here, which now today we have this wonderful specimen. This is where the footprint is located. It's literally in the middle of nowhere. So all those debunkers who say it's a hoax or it's fake, I can't see why somebody would come all the way in the middle of nowhere here to come and build or carve out a footprint. If you go and do some of your own research, you'll find that across the planet there are a lot of different giant footprints, and there's a lot of speculations about giants that lived centuries and centuries ago. Even in biblical times, you'll have reference to giants. There's lots of images of figures that are giant in size throughout history. Statues, one comes to mind of a statue that is back in the Syrian Empire, where one of the gods hold a lion under its arm, and the lion is like the size of a cat compared to his body. So I know it sounds fantastical and bizarre and impossible, but why would it be impossible? Why is it not possible that beings much larger than us existed? I mean, today we have some beings that are 7'8" in height, if not taller. So even though our average height is, much shorter than that as a human race, why not a large race of giants that existed in the past? I think it's fascinating. I think if you ever have the opportunity to come and check it out for yourself, it's well worth the trip. And do some research on the internet and see all the things that come up. It's amazing what you find. There's a lot of people that say this is nonsense. I, on the other hand, don't think it's so far-fetched at all. So it all depends on what you believe. I know it just seems like a rock, but it's incredible if you really think about it. It's a footprint that belonged to somebody.
No, that is definitely insane and so overwhelming. I think even it is hard to fathom. Can you imagine, is it really proof that giants existed in the past? Or is it proof that in the past rocks were a bit softer? Because how can you step on a rock and leave your footprint there? Unless you're a giant or the rock is softer. So I'd like you to share your thoughts about that in the comment section. Again, if our ancestors from 2 to 3 million years or billion years ago were giants, does that mean in 2 to 3 million years to come, our descendants will be tinier than us? Because it's like the size is going down gradually. Maybe in the near future, people shall be looking like Ant-Man. But I'd like you to share your thoughts. Let's keep watching.
Native Americans are Hebrew Israelites.
Well, you know, the white people brought us Christianity. It is not, well, they brought it later, but we as Native Americans and my people as the Dene people, they walked and talked with Christ long before the pilgrims came. They knew him, and he walked around among them. When you think about the drawing on that these men had, and then think about what my grandfather and the 12 men spoke about, and they, you know, my grandfather said that they built a ship and they came across the great waters and it was tumultuous, and they came here to this land. They were in the east, and there was millions, eventually, of millions and millions of Native Americans that were, you know, that were just covered this land.
Yo, fellow American friends watching, do you agree with the American fellow person here that you are the Hebrew Israelites? Is it true? If that's true, then why weren't they called Americanites and they are called Israelites, and Israelites come from Israel? Yo, that's something to think about, but help us understand in the comment section. Maybe we got it all wrong. You know, English people know a lot of things.
We got another one over here. What are those? What the fuck's going on? On each side of the boat? What are those trails? What's something swimming fast underneath that water? Something swimming real fast underneath that water. I hear him. Where's she at? What the fuck is that noise, bro? What is that noise? Where are you? This is crazy. I heard it. I heard it. I hear it. Oh my God. That's crazy. That's nuts.
Yo, what are those sounds, man? What are those siren or what is that? I don't know. I would like to know. Help us to understand, man. or those evil spirits from the sea that we can't see, or mummies, siren, ghosts. What are those? But if you know, you can help us to know. I would also like to know because I hear there's a lot of mysterious things in the sea. Let's keep watching for more mystery, man. Yo.
The Satanism that you see is not Satanism. It's some kind of, it's some kind of caricature Satanism. Real Satanism wouldn't be. If you're looking for Satanism, first of all, you don't look to rock and roll. A bunch of kids running around playing loud guitars and going like that. That's Halloween.
Yo, what's up with that goat, man? An acrobat goat or what? A circus goat? Or is that goat stuck from... What's up with that goat, man? Is that goat doing crazy stuff? Or... Share your thoughts about that. What do you know about that goat? Some goats... Is that a skinwalker or a goat? Why is it doing that? This is crazy, man. Oh my god. Which type of baby is this? English people, is this a baby or a doll or some movie character? What? Yo, and this looks like the past, a footage from the past, 1967, where some people had captured what looks like a small spaceship, a disc-shaped object. Looks like those UFO I've been seeing lately. Only that this one is a bit smaller, man. What type of aliens could be traveling using this small airship? Oh, maybe the tiny ones that looks like Ant-Man or maybe rodents. You know, in those alien technologies or planets, their technology might be more developed than ours. So even the insects, rodents, they may be having technology or they are worse than the rats and moles here. They managed in some way to come here using that spaceship to come and check out on the other primitive insects and animals here. Or do you really think people could fit in that UFO? If truly so, that could be crazy. Or those people have those Ant-Man suits, they have a way of doing that so they can maybe change into smaller beings. Yo, share your thoughts about it. This is crazy.
In the 1990s, there was a widely circulated photograph of a vulture patiently waiting for a starving child to die so that he can feed on her corpse. That photo was taken in the 1993-1994 famine in Sudan by a photographer called Kevin Carter. Carter was a South African photojournalist who later on won the Pulitzer Prize for this amazing shot. However, as Carter was savoring his feature and being celebrated by major news channels and networks worldwide for his exceptional photographic skills, he lived just a few months to enjoy his fame before he got depressed and took his own life. His depression began when during one of his interviews, someone called in and asked him what happened to the little girl. His response was, "I didn't wait to find out after this shot because I had a flight to catch." And then the caller said, "I put it to you that there were 2 vultures on that day and one had a camera." That caller's statement haunted him to his end. Who knows, Mr. Carter would have been alive today and more famous if he had just picked up that little girl and taken her to the United Nations Feeding Center. But this is still happening in the world today. People are more celebrated for their stupidity and inhumanity. And all this to the detriment of others.
Well, that's just some sad news, man. You can imagine if that is really true. Then that's really crazy. And it shows how we humans, maybe we are selfish and we think that everything just revolves around us. Most people don't care about other people. You see, if you love the other person as you love yourself, maybe that person would have considered giving that maybe baby even a bottle of water. You see, it could have saved the child's life. Either way, you guys, you should show love to everyone around you, even here by clicking the like button and watching till the end, because we are all humans and much love from this side. You can also project love from wherever you are, man. Yeah, watch till the end and love people equally and respect people equally.
I just made a video about this girl who says that she was hit and none of the black men around her protected her. So apparently it was just mass reported for harassment and bullying. Now this is the video. I made some edits, but this is the video. Was she right or was she wrong?
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick and all these black men just watched and they don't give a ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this.
Wait, what?
Happy
Listen.
Pride. I hope every black woman is kissing another black woman because we are the innate protectors and the providers. We protect societies, we protect communities with our intellectual property, with our lived experiences, with our breast milk, with our bodies. We're the ones. And the two. Bitch, not even the three.
Listen.
Because men are not providers and protectors, not innately, because they only protect what they possess.
Listen.
We protect everybody, and we provide, baby, okay?
Just for a little bit more information, apparently she said that a guy asked her for her number and she said no. After saying no, apparently he took a brick and did that to her face. But what she's upset about is that the men around her did not protect her. As you can see in this video, she goes around slapping men and then saying that men are not the protectors. They are. So we're clear, I am 100% against her getting hit with a brick to her face. But my question is now, should the men have protected her like she said they should have? And her opinions of who the real protectors are. I'll put a poll up, let me know in the comments. Give me your opinion. As you can see, I only asked a question and I was 100% against her getting hit. Now my question is, how was I harassing or bullying her? They need to stop with these fake reports. You see, what they do is they target black men because they're easy prey, and then when they spread misinformation, they come after all men. As you can see in the video, all I did was ask her the question, and I was against it. I was against her getting hit. So I have a new question. For asking a question, was I wrong or was I right in just asking a question? And what's sad, the poll, 80% of people thought she was wrong.
You know, it doesn't matter whatever gender you are, male, female, in between, or whatever other thing that you may identify as. Please, respect and love should be given equally as you'd like to receive. You see, if you respect and love another person just the same way that you love and respect yourself, that would be a very good world, man, full of peace, and there could be no such dramatic chaos that is being caused we can see all around. This is definitely mad, man. Just hit the like button and subscribe and watch it there.
So I have made it my business to investigate the gangs that are proliferating inside the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. I found 18 gangs that are currently functioning inside the Sheriff's Department.
Police gangs?
Police gangs. We got the Executioners for one, the Cavemen, the Vikings, Tasmanian Devils, Cowboys, Pirates. There's a ton.
Man, that's got to be a dangerous job for you. They got to hate you.
Oh, 100% they hate me. I mean, matter of fact, just on Monday night, the sheriff of Los Angeles County did an hour-long radio show where he just spent an hour bashing me and threatening me. And that's not the first time that happened. He actually threatened to post my home address.
The sheriff?
Yes. An 18-year-old by the name of Andres Guardado was killed by two alleged deputy gang members in the gang called the Executioners. And it came out pretty quickly that the two deputies that shot him were alleged gang members trying to get into the gang, because that's how you get in. You get in by killing a civilian.
So a cop gets into a cop gang, allegedly by killing a civilian.
That's correct.
People already look at the police as a gang, like in general.
Right.
But to know that there's subsidiaries inside of the police force. What do the actual police say about this? When y'all bring this to the police's attention and you say, there's deputy gangs, what do they say?
Well, the sheriff of Los Angeles County, he said multiple times that I made this all up just to get rich. I have not gotten rich off of this. If anything, this has put a target on my back.
Oh, that is an award-winning journalist that covered about the police gangs and all that kind of stuff that we see on movies. And it's definitely crazy. I don't know that journalist. If you know, you can comment her name and where she comes from. But to imagine just that is crazy. You know, those are the guys that we look at as the law enforcers and whatever it is. But hearing about this is just crazy. You might click something different in your mind, or let's keep watching and share your thoughts about that. Have you experienced such kind of stuff?
You need to get the boys. Did the kids come out to look?
Yeah, like how did that
Did you see it though when it was over here? It looked so crazy. It looked like it's on fire.
Here.
I don't think that's it. That's not coming from over there.